So, hello everyone, welcome back to the another sessions. Today I'm going to talk about the date and dates only features into UiPath apps. So, why it is important to talk? Because in the most of the cases, what we do, we save the date with times, and some of the times we just save the date, right? So we see like how we can do that, right? So let me go and show you something quickly. I have a data service. And in this data service, what I'm trying to do, like I have a entity, and in this entity, I do have a something called date of birth, which can be date, and then we have a meeting date. And meeting date is something called, you can say date and time, and then meeting date, right? So basically, what you can do, like while you are creating a field, you can select the type, date and time, and then you can hide the time. Yes, then it will becomes only date. And if you enable time also, then it will enable time also, right? So basically, you can save date and date with time. So how can we do with VB expression into UiPath apps? We'll see that. Okay. So what you can do right now. So let's go, and I have this page. And in this page, I have just added this entity, like which is called date, demo date, right? And then I just added this entity. And then if you go to save button, what you can do, right? Like if you just save, suppose if you want to display something, or if you want to save something, what you can do here, like I will just go and disable this. And then I will add an entity, something called, you can say create entity record, right? The moment I say create entity record, I can say demo date, and then I can say date of birth, and then you can say meeting date, right? So meeting date, what you can do, you can pass like now, right? Now we'll give you the current date and time, and then you can just pass with the current date and time, right? So now we'll always pass the current current user context time, right? So whatever user logged in, whatever time they are logged in, so that will pass there. So let's say save it. So I just pass meeting date as a now. But now if you have date of birth which has date only, right? How can we do that? Right now, if you say now, and if you try to save it, it will tell you the value of type. Date cannot be converted to date only. So basically what we will have to do, we will have to convert this now, date and time in date only, and then you can save that. So what you can do, you can go here and you can say system dot date only. So basically what it will give you, system dot date only method, it will return you only date, and then you can say dot, and then you can select again. So from where do you want, like what date you want to? So basically in this date only, you will have to pass the date, right? So you can say from date. And in this from date and time, what you can pass, you can pass now, right? And you can just close the bracket. So basically what it does, we are taking the, we are converting the date in date only by system function, and then this date only method will accept the input as a, and then that you can say now, and you can pass the now as a kind of any other format, or you can just take it from input parameters, or you can say input controls, or you can take it from the app variables or anywhere else, right? So basically it taking the now as a current date and time from date and time, and then it convert through date only function, and then it returns only date here, right? And then now you can save it. So now basically what happened, in this one you will not get any error. So because this is returning only date only, right? So now similarly what I have done, if you go into save, so I have this page, and here I have date and date only. So what I have done in date, I'm just passing now dot to string, because my label is text control. So you need to convert it. If you have a date only, you cannot convert, because it will just directly accept it, right? Because right now it is a string, so you cannot accept. So what we will have to do, you will have to convert to a string. So now I have converted to a string. And in one of the cases for date only, what I did, system dot date only dot from date time now dot to a string, correct? So this will just convert to a string, right? And now you can just go and preview it. So let it run. So now if you see, if I click here, save, now you can see date with time, and date only is date. Now what we will do, we'll go into data service and we'll verify whether data has been saved or not, right? So if you see this one here, this one, you can see date of birth, which is current date, and meeting date, which is date plus time. Okay. So you can see now, right? So basically in this, you can say blog, what we have talked the difference between date and date only, and then how to get the data, how to write the expression for date and date only. So I have shown you like how to write it, and then you can just pass that and you can get the value for date and date only, and you can save it into your data service, or you can display on the front end page. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys.